evening, everybody, and welcome to Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove for tonight's Ontario Premier League 1 men's match between Unionville Milliken SC and your Woodbridge Strikers. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge, and it's a pleasure in bringing you this live commentary for the final time in the 2026 campaign for either men and women's sides. It's the final home match for Woodbridge as they look to push a little bit away from Scrosapi at the top of the table. Tonight's opponents are a decent Unionville side. A side that currently sit in 5th with 30 points. This season, they drew 1-1, did Woodbridge and Unionville on May 23rd. All to play for the Strikers here tonight. You're watching Woodbridge Strikers Matchday live on YouTube, courtesy of Spidio, and it's a pleasure in bringing you the call. Unionville lineup as follows. Goalkeeper number 1, Shane Pereira. Number 2, Zach Drake. Number 6, Micah Joseph. The captain, number 7, Nirun Sivanathan. Number 10, Quintin Chung. Number 12, Colin Pate. Number 14, Kingsley Balele. Number 18, Alexei Ivanov. Number 19, Michael Osorio. Number 20, Jordi Sinju Zibopa. And number 21, Andy Zhang. The Strikers lineup as follows. Goalkeeper number 1, Daniel Clark. Number 4, Nabil Hakim. Number 6, Jacob Spitzeri. Number 8, Michael Croco. Number 10, Anthony Morano. Captain number 11, Luca Pinto. Number 12, Daniel Tariq. Number 17, Sebastian Cochran. Number 19, Omari Cotterell. Number 27, Ivan Nechiporak. And number 41, Elijah Vietli. If you hear a little rasp, yes, lost the voice here, so hopefully you understand. I'm bringing you the call accordingly. Bear with me throughout this evening. 2 minutes in, both teams just trying to feel each other out in the early offside of the match. Final home match of the 2026 Ontario Premier League campaign. In general for Woodbridge, the women are done their season and the men are next. 2 more games after this in the league, plus the League Cup final on Wednesday, August 19th at Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium, just across the street against Masters FA. Spitzeri. Pinto. Tariq. Tariq goes across and he finds Eli. Elijah Vietli. Back to Hakim. Interchange play with Nechiporak. Here's Hakim to Croco. This is good for Woodbridge. Nice build-up. Croco. Morano. Croco. That's brilliant. Spitzeri. Now Croco back to Pinto. Pinto's cutting inside. Drops his man on the cut. Delivery comes in. It's blocked on the high chest. Here's Tariq. To Vietli. Vietli to Hakim. Hakim to Cochran. Sebastian Cochran now on the far flank. Goes backwards to Hakim. Hakim to Vietli. Eli swings to Tariq. Pinto, Tariq. Daniel Tariq back to Elijah Vietli. Eli down to Tariq. Good pass through a channel to Cochran. To Cotterell. Cotterell couldn't as he was held up. As he couldn't turn accordingly. Nechiporak now looking for it, and that should be a Woodbridge throw, and it's not. That went off Osorio. Croco wins the ball back. Croco now driving. Croco still has it. Looks to win it back. And Spitzeri does. Couldn't find Croco in the channel that time. Here's Eli. Leaves it for Hakim. Vietli. Nechiporak. The rookie has done terrific this season. Ivan Nechiporak in the center of the park for Woodbridge. Here he is from Pinto. He'll swing Hakim. Nabil Hakim. Anthony Morano. Morano checks in. Goes back to Eli. Eli going long, looking for Spitzeri. Spiz trying to get to it. Shielding that one out of play is Zach Drake. Nechiporak looking for Luca Pinto. It's a loose ball. Pinto tries to get to it. Taken away by Pate. And now a chance for Unionville on the counterattack. Here is Colin Pate. Drives and gets around Tariq, uncharacteristically centering. And that's worrisome for Woodbridge, but it's cleared by Hakeem. Here is Morano. Around Sivanathan. Morano still has it. Lays it off for Spitziri. Spitziri looking for Nechiporak. He drives, then finds Cochran that's wheeling up the far flank. Sebastian Cochran. Hakeem, Morano, good first touch. Finds Cotterell in a channel. Here's Omari Cotterell now. Drops it back for Cochran, who has a chance to deliver it. He'll go inside instead to Spitziri, who then finds Hakeem. It's all Woodbridge on the early offset of this one. Woodbridge, Viet Lee, Nechiporak. Now he then finds Tariq. Pinto, back to Tariq. Tariq doesn't have much options, forced to go to Viet Lee. Eli then finds Luca Pinto trailing. Pinto tries to go around the man, and that's off red into touch of Osorio. Pinto, long throw backwards to Eli. Viet Lee to Nabil Hakeem. Hakeem to Eli. Eli to Tariq. Here's Eli. Now Hakeem finds Spitziri through a channel. Spitziri looks for Cochran, but that's too much for Cochran to get onto it. Spitziri thought he was a little bit higher up the left flank. Long throw from Unionville. Header down by Hakeem. Now here's Woodbridge with Kuroko. Cotterell, Morano to Cotterell. Omari Cotterell driving, centering Morano. The volley goes just wide. And a big chance for Woodbridge to strike first. Long kick by the goalkeeper, Pereira. Here's Nechiporak headering it backwards. Pinto goes back to Daniel Clark. His first touch of the match is a pass back there. And now it's Tariq to Pinto. Woodbridge controlling the tempo of the match in the first 10 minutes. Viet Lee. Hakeem goes long looking for Kuroko. That's headed away. And then half volleyed away even further. Viet Lee. Looking for Sebastian Cochran. Cochran doesn't get up, but then he wins it, and then Nechiporak gets it free. And here's Spitziri. Jacob Spitziri to Daniel Tariq. Has Pinto going up. Tariq goes right down Main Street looking for Michael Kuroko. It might work. Kuroko gets a first touch onto it. Around the man. But it goes out of touch. Out into touch for a Unionville goal kick. Here's Cotterell. Viet Lee. Nechiporak couldn't get to it, and here they come. Unionville right down Main Street, but a good defensive intervention from Daniel Tariq. Tariq back to Hakeem. Here's Cotterell. Centering Pinto just out of the reach. Another goal kick for Unionville. That header out into touch for a Woodbridge throw-in. Pinto. Croco. Croco goes all the way back. Just to reset things to Daniel Clark. Clark finds Hakeem. Hakeem. Cochran. Cochran goes long. Good ball finds Spitzeri. But Spitzeri hits that off a man at the touch for a Woodbridge throw. Cochran. Hakeem. Nabil Hakeem finds Elijah Vietli. Eli looks for Morano, couldn't find through the channel, and here comes Unionville on a potential counterattack. That's offside. Yep. I'll tell you one thing though, Micah Joseph is very fast, but he was traveling offside just before he got the ball. If not, Eli could have been caught there just with the pace from Joseph. Long ball, here's Cotterell. Cotterell. Morano spinning back to Cotterell. Off the crossbar. And that goes out of play for a goal kick. A big chance for Omari Cotterell. And he hits the woodwork. Should have been one for Woodbridge. Unlucky for Cotterell. Pinto. Morano. Good flick on header to Cotterell. Cotterell loose pass that time. Long ball from Pate. He finds Zhang. Andy Zhang to Joseph. That shot's blocked. Cochran, Hakeem. Hakeem goes long. Morano, what a beautiful flick onto Michael Croco. That's fantastic from the striker. Here is Croco now. Croco. Cotterell. Cotterell, Spitzeri, Morano. Spitzeri gets it again. At the edge of the area, Spiz lays it off. Cochran across. And Woodbridge just couldn't get it. Here's Unionville trying to come back on the counter. Joseph with it. He couldn't connect with Osorio. Good play from Daniel Tariq on the intervention. Here's Ivan. Nechiporak now finds Hakeem. To Tariq. Tariq to Pinto. Back to Tariq. Here's Vietli. Pinto. Excuse me, here's Morano. Morano shoots. And it's wayward. Tariq. To Viet Lee. Good play from Morano, checking in to receive. He'll go out far to Pinto, but couldn't connect. Loose from Morano that time. Should have drove a little bit deeper into the final third. Tariq to Viet Lee. Tariq. Back to Eli. He'll go all the way back to Clark. Viet Lee, Tariq. Tariq, long ball, finds Cotterill through the channel. Amari Cotterill tries to then spring. Pinto couldn't, and it's blocked. Out at the touch for a Woodbridge throw. Morano tries to get the loose ball. Wanting a handball. The shouts are there. It's not coming for Woodbridge. Cochran headers it. Looking to bring it down to Zhang. Off of Cochran into touch for a Unionville throw. Cochran wins it back. Here's Hakeem to Viet Lee. Viet Lee to Tariq. Hakeem. Cochran. Cochran goes long for Morano. Morano lays it off for Kroko. Kroko couldn't header it to a teammate. Here's Ivan Nechiporak. He brings it down. Going side to side and finds Hakeem. Hakeem swings it to Tariq. Tariq goes in deeper. The cross is there, but couldn't connect with Morano. Unionville looked to come out with Zhang. Zhang long, finding Osorio. Michael Osorio lays it off. A chance for the counterattack is on for Unionville. It looks dangerous. Here's Balele. Balele across, and tracking nicely is Tariq out at the touch for a Unionville corner kick. Unionville with the in-swinging delivery off the corner. It's good. Clark gets up. He gets pushed from behind and a foul called on Unionville. Viet Lee. Hakeem. Nabil Hakeem. To Elijah Viet Lee. Now to Pinto. Pinto looking long, couldn't connect. Off a Unionville man into touch for a Woodbridge throw. Here's Nechiporak. Cotterill, good touch. Cotterill chips the keeper, but it's not going towards the net. It's traveling wide. And Unionville looking out. Pinto steals it. Luca Pinto goes across. Morano, the bicycle, just goes wide. would have been magical for Anthony Morano. "21 minutes in, scoreless between Unionville and Woodbridge. Yvonne gets the header in. Kroko looks to win it back. That's kicked up by Balele and controlled by Woodbridge. Here's Tariq to Viet Lee. Unionville sitting back in a low block. That goes long. The header is poor. That's a handball. And on the captain Sivanathan and a free kick for Woodbridge just outside the area. And I mean just outside the penalty area. 19 yards. 20 max. An opportunity for a screamer. Will it be Cochran? Will it be Kroko? Santillan has done it before here. He's on the substitute list for Woodbridge this season. I have a feeling it could be Michael Kroko lining it up. Cochran there as well. Between Cochran and Kroko, who takes it for Woodbridge? It looks like it's a set play from the training ground. Kroko leaves it. Is it Cochran's time? Cochran into the wall. Cochran rebound. Stopped. Morano offside. Morano offside on the Cochran rebound. Unlucky for Woodbridge. Cochran's second shot was stinging the palms of Pereira. Woodbridge, don't strike first. They were close. Here's Nechiporak. Kroko, Morano. Looking for Kroko. Long ball to Balele. Balele. And Viet Lee comes back and has a good defensive intervention. Cochran. Looking for Cotterell. Headed away by Ivanov. Now cleared up, looking for Kingsley Balele. Balele chests it down, finds Micah Joseph. Joseph outside of Drake. Intervention from Spitziri, who wins it. Spitziri back to Cochran. Cochran, Nechiporak. Nechiporak lost the battle that time, but then won it back as Eli just goes long. Looking for Cotterell, but that goes out into touch for a Unionville throw-in deep in the final third. "25 minutes in, scoreless, Unionville, Woodbridge, but it's mostly the strikers with the possession as they are enjoying quite a bit of the ball. Good work from Eli. Wins it back to Clark. Viet Lee. Cochran, Hakeem. Here's Hakeem, finds Spitziri in the middle of the park. Woodbridge have to get moving up front. Hakeem to Eli. Viet Lee finds Tariq. Pinto. Pinto to Tariq. Here's Viet Lee now. Hakeem to Cochran. Cochran has a chance to deliver it. He wants to find an option though in the middle. Finds Hakeem. Hakeem, there's the pass through the channel to Morano. Lost it, regained it. Morano, weak pass that time to Kroko, but then Nechiporak wins the ball back. Good recovery from Woodbridge. Here's Cochran now from Hakeem. Cochran looking for the delivery. Tries to get the 1-2. Back from Spitziri. Spitziri has it. Lays it off for Cochran. Cochran couldn't do much with that pass there. That time it was a little bit of a tighter angle for Sebastian Cochran. That's off a man at the touch for a Woodbridge throw. Cochran. Looks for Kroko. Foul on Cochran. Taken quickly, but Woodbridge lose it. Morano tries to battle it off of Sinju Zibopa. Doesn't. It goes into touch for a Woodbridge throw. Here's Cochran. Cochran, right foot delivery. Kroko on the touch. Kroko finds a room. Kroko, can he shoot? Redirection out into touch for a corner kick. Corner kick. Sebastian Cochran standing over top of it. Delivery, Cochran. Kroko headers it back. Morano tries to leave it. And cleared by Unionville. Hakeem, good first touch. To Tariq. Tariq back to Hakeem. Hakeem, Tariq. Tariq, now to Viet Lee. To Hakeem, now to Cochran. Cochran backwards to Nabil Hakeem. Spitziri, Hakeem. Cochran. The delivery headed away by Unionville. Good ball through. Clark plays high. And that's good from Daniel Clark, because Balele could have been gone. Here's 7-0. Morano gets the ball, looking to get the ball now from Spitziri. Spitziri goes long. Morano lays it off for Pinto. Pinto, Kroko, Nechiporak. Now to Hakeem. Here's Viet Lee to Nechiporak. Now to Cochran. Cochran, the delivery. Looking for Morano, headed away. Here's Pinto. Now a shot, and Morano blocks Spitziri's shot. That's a big chance, goes begging. Probably would have went in from Spitziri. Chung to Drake. Drake goes long. Tariq chests it down. Hakeem carries it up 30 minutes in, scoreless. Unionville Woodbridge. Kroko. Now to Pinto. Dodo Croco to Pinto to Nechiporak. Now Morano. Pinto. It's good from Woodbridge. Here's Pinto. Cotterell. Tariq. Tariq to Elijah Vietli, who then finds Nabil Hakim. Morano. Spitzeri to Cochran. Cochran to Morano. Morano Nechiporak. Nechiporak tries to slide it through to Pinto. Couldn't connect. Cleared by Unionville. Now Hakim. Back onto it for the strikers. Hakim. Spitzeri. Nechiporak. Tariq. To Ivan. Nechiporak. Kroko. 1-2. Couldn't connect with Cotterell. Good touch from Tariq. Here's Vietli. Two minutes in, scoreless here, and the goalkeeper is down, looking like he has a cramp for Unionville. Out of town scores: the Ontario Premier League 1 men's division today, Sunday, August 9th. Burlington has defeated Sudbury earlier today 2-0. Sigmar up 3-0 on Oakville in the 73rd minute. Vaughan up 2-1 over International FC in the 32nd minute. That is your OPL1 out-of-town scoreboard, Sunday, August 9th. 33 minutes in, 0-0, Unionville Woodbridge in OPL1 men's action. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge, as you're watching Woodbridge Strikers Matchday live on YouTube, courtesy of Spidey, and it's a pleasure in having you join us here this evening in our final broadcast of the OPL1 season here at Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove. Goalkeeper is down for Unionville. Looks like he'll be okay for now. And we'll reset. What will be a Unionville throw-in on the far side. Here's Tariq to Pinto. Spitzeri to Tariq. He'll then go to Vietli. Kroko to Hakim. Woodbridge can't really afford to drop points tonight. They need to try to find a way. Kroko, good touch pass to Cochran. Cochran delivery is blocked. Right now, Woodbridge stand at 44, and Scorsopi 42 with a game in hand. Woodbridge need to try to get the 3 points tonight. International is tied Vaughan right now. They're at 2-2. Vaughan was up 2-0. Here comes Unionville. And Vietli does well to have an intervention. Trying to get them offside. Onto it is Pate. Pinto looks to win it. Here's Pate. Osorio. Pate. To Joseph. All the way across to Zach Drake. Drake goes deep. Osorio looks to header it back across goal, but couldn't get a piece of it. It goes out into touch for a goal kick. Kroko spinning. Kokro looking to release. Here's Tariq. 37 minutes in. Hakeem. Viet Lee. Woodbridge are probing here. They're trying to get one. Nechiporak. Tariq. Out of Viet Lee. Lays it off for Daniel Tariq. Finds Ivan. He'll swing Hakeem. Here's Cochran. Sebastian Cochran looking for a play. Finds Morano. Morano. Kroko. Kroko. Spitzeri's in. Spitzeri shoots. And it's blocked. Big stop in front. That's better for creating interchange play in the final third. They gotta find a way to put it in now. Pate gives it away. Tariq to Hakeem. Is it only a matter of time for the strikers who are looking to strike? Long ball to Morano. The goalkeeper ran into his own player. That's not a good call. There was no head injury involved. That should only have been called for a head injury. His own keeper took the player out. His own player. Kroko onto it as we resume in the 40th minute here. Here's Tariq. To Hakeem. Hakeem to Cochran. Cochran, Hakeem. Hakeem, Spitzeri. Now finds Cochran. Cochran back heel to Hakeem. Now to Spitzeri, who finds Tariq. Nechiporak. Good play, Morano, Spitzeri to Cochran. Cochran, delivery. It's deep. Too much from Cochran that time. Off of Nechiporuk into touch for a Unionville throw. Bringing it down is Zhang. Tries to drive, couldn't get past Elijah Vietli. Eli to Pinto. Pinto to Cotterell. Cotterell, touch pass. That was the right play, but Morano didn't read it. Vietli gets called on the foul on Belele. Delivery coming in for Unionville. Headed away by Vietli. Dangerous ball in from Chung. Delivery for Unionville headed away by Hakeem. Long ball. Woodbridge looking for it. Falls to Morano shooting. And he skies it. Woodbridge looking to be more clinical in front of goal this evening. Tariq with the intervention. Spitzeri goes high with it. Headed away. Kroko looking for it. We're into added time now. Goes backwards. Still 0-0. Here's Tariq. Fourth officials indicate there'll be a minimum of 3 minutes of added time. Yellow card, I believe that went to Viet Lee for Woodbridge. An opportunity for Chung to deliver it for Unionville. Might be a cross in. I don't think he's going to hit it from here. There is a possibility. I think he's going to chip it into the area. Looks for a flick on header or tap in. It's there. Short. Header away by Akeem. And a foul called on Unionville. Yellow card. Welcome back, everybody, to Quench Stadium at Von Grove. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge. And it's a pleasure in bringing this to Woodbridge Strikers match day live on YouTube, courtesy of Spidio. 0-0 as we start the second half between Unionville, Milliken SC, and your Woodbridge Strikers in the Ontario Premier League 1 men's division. Here is Fitzgerald delivery. Comes at the top of the area to Croco and cleared by Unionville. Here's Hakeem. to Spitzieri. Now Pinto spins off the man. That's a good one there from Pinto off of Drake. He tries to cut back. Luca Pinto has it. Now has some room. Pinto, Henry, headered. And it's not going to be a penalty, but there'll be a head contact on Cotterell. So the play has to be whistled down. But no penalty on the play. We don't have VAR, so we can't go back and see what could have been. Cotterell looks to be okay, which is important for Woodbridge. Right now, Unionville are holding off the reigning OPL champions. Woodbridge looking to go back to back. They're oh so close in doing so, but they need to get 3 points tonight or else the door is open for Scrosapi with one game in hand, which is the one against Vaughan in Milton on Tuesday evening at 8:30. What a huge match. That is possibly Scrosapi's season right there. Woodbridge need a tie or a win for Vaughan. What are the odds of that? Here is Unionville now. Driving the other way are the Milliken. Chung lays it off. A chance for Belele. Belele goes across goal and goes wide. Decent opportunity for Unionville. Woodbridge bench getting worn there. Tariq and Viet Lee on cautions for Woodbridge. Here's Pinto. Now for the strikers goes to Ivan Nechiporuk. Nechiporuk to Spitzieri. Spitzieri gets taken down by Joseph as the two number 6 collide. Cochran, the long throw to Spitzieri. It's a good one. Spitzieri now goes to Croco. Croco, can he keep it in? He does not, but it goes out instead of a goal kick for a throw in the far corner. Delivery coming in, punched away by the keeper, Pereira. Woodbridge need to find a little bit more creativity in the final third here. Substitutions could be looming. Maybe Santillan entering, maybe Chiquilo entering up top. The strikers need to strike, or else the door is minorly open. Just a smidge for Scrosafi. Can Unionville play spoiler here? Chiquilo, excuse me, that is Spitzieri. That ball's long. Looking for it now is Osorio, cleared by Tariq. Joseph brings it down for Unionville. Good play from Chung. Away from Spitzieri. Chung still stays on his feet. Chung centering. Tariq headers away. Unionville doing well right now, keeping the ball. Touch pass inside. Viet Lee clears. And now here's Omari Cotterell stealing it. Cotterell. To Pinto. Luca Pinto driving. Pinto trying to go across. Here's Cotterell. Cotterell tries to drive through now. To Pinto. Had no room to go anywhere there did Cotterell. They corralled with 3 players. Hakeem finds Pinto one-on-one with Joseph. Luca Pinto. Can he get it across the goal? Pinto driving. Pinto centering. Cotterell couldn't release, and Spitzieri absolutely skies it out of the stadium. Another opportunity for Woodbridge, but they can't crack the code of the Unionville goal as of yet. Hopefully it's just a matter of time. Substitution coming up for Woodbridge. Looks like it is Justin Chiquilo. Entering for Croco.
Woodbridge striker substitution, the 57th minute. Entering the match, number 7, Justin Chiquilo. Exit the match, number 8, Michael Croco.
First substitution is made. Chiquilo for Croco. For Woodbridge. Here is Cotterell. Cotterell to Nechiporak. Nechiporak then finds Hakeem. Nabil Hakeem to then Pinto. Pinto to Hakeem. Hakeem looking for a play. He couldn't connect with anyone that time, uncharacteristic of Hakeem. And the counterattack could be on. Viet Lee's got to come back. He won't get there, but Daniel Clark is playing high off his line in recognition of that. Here's Cochran. Sebastian Cochran on the far side. That's given away that time. Cochran and Pinto switch sides for the moment. Joseph backwards. Drake. Spitzieri does well. Out into touch for a Unionville throw, quickly taken by Drake. Now to Joseph. Joseph goes across to the captain. 7-0. 7-0 carries. Now back to Chung. 59 minutes in, scoreless. Unionville, Woodbridge. The Strikers need it. They need one quickly. And a double change is coming up for Woodbridge. Tariq goes long. Good touch by Omari Cotterell. But then he lost it as he got double teamed there. Cotterell wins it back. Tries to anyways, and now it's one back. Good tackle. Belele, 7-0. 7-0 has a man going at Unionville. And Elijah Vietli with a good defensive intervention. Vietli coming out for Wilson. That's a smart change. He's run its course. And it looks like it'll be Alexander Santillan entering for Sebastian Cochran.
Woodbridge strikers double substitution in the 60th minute. Entering the match number 16, Keegan Wilson. Entering the match number 41, Elijah Vietli. Entering the match number 13, Alexander Santillan. Exiting the match number 17, Sebastian Cochran.
So, Croco, Vietli, Cochran out for Chiquilo, Wilson, and Santillan. Corner kick, Unionville. It's a good one. Clark has to come and claim it. He does. Clark looking long for Santillan. He just came on. The keeper's going to get it, and Santillan is there, who blocks the clearance from the keeper. Alexander Santillan needs to make an instant impact. Pinto goes to the far side. Unionville going to make a double substitution upcoming. Hakeem goes back to Clark. Long ball to Cotterell. Good first touch. Omari Cotterell has Santillan. He goes back to Hakeem, who then finds Santillan. Santillan delivery. Shot comes in. Scores! Moreno, baby! Mamma mia, it's 1-0.
Woodbridge strikers goal. Scored in the 63rd minute by number 10, Anthony Morano.
It's a Morano party as the OPL1 leading scorer gets the job done with a beautiful delivery from Alexander Santillan. Instant impact from the sub to the starter. And Woodbridge are up 1-0. A big goal for the strikers. They needed to strike, pun intended, and they did. Double. Double.
Double substitution for Unionville Milliken SC in the 63rd minute. Entering the match, number 9, Michael Maslanka. Exiting the match, number 21, Andy Zhang. Entering the match, number 5, Mustafa Howie. Exiting the match, number 20, Jordy Sinju Sibopa.
So, Hayawi and Maslanka in. Zhang and Sinju Zipopa out for Unionville. As they react to not the 3 changes that the Woodbridge have made, but also the goal for the strikers. Pinto comes back to the left, Santillan to the right, which that little switch worked to absolute perfection. 1-0 Woodbridge in the 65th minute. You're watching Woodbridge Strikers Matchday live on YouTube, courtesy of Spotty. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the Bridge, for the 5th year in a row now. It's a pleasure bringing us live commentary in the final match of the OPL1 season for the Woodbridge Strikers men's side. 1-0 Woodbridge here at Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove. Woodbridge are currently now with 20 points. With 20 matches played, 46 points in first place in the OPL1 men's division. If they are successful tonight, they have a 4-point buffer from Scrosapi, who then play Vaughan Tuesday night, 8:30 in Milton. That is a big one. Chance here, Chiquilo driving. Cotterell releasing. That's blocked. Long ball, Wilson, the intervention. Hakeem looks to get it as well and does. Now to Wilson. Wilson spinning off a man. He finds Santillan. Strikers trying to thread the needle through there once more. That goes out into touch. It wasn't easy for Woodbridge to strike. They were pressing, probing, trying to get the job done, and finally found a way through. Courtesy of a beautiful delivery from Alexander Santillan. Anthony Morano unmarked in the middle of the area, and he half volleys it home for a 1-0 Woodbridge lead. Nechiporak gets up. Long ball there. That was a all ball, but I get why the referee called it, but he's got to be in a more better angled position than that. Clark, easy for him. Clark, Tariq, Hakeem now to Pinto. Pinto's got some real estate here. Morano wanted it. Pinto's going to drive. He's going to try to find Chiquilo in the channel. That got blocked. Pinto. To Cotterell. Cotterell couldn't connect with Chiquilo. Long ball, intervention by Nabil Hakeem. Hakeem, Nechiporak. Now Spitziri. He'll swing it to Santillan. Santillan cutting in. Delivery to Morano. Chiquilo was there but missed it. Good ball from Alexander Santillan. He's been terrific since entering the match for Woodbridge. Here comes the Milliken now forward. Belele tries to lay it off. Good intervention by Santillan and Wilson. Here's Spitzeri. Spitzeri back to Tariq, who finds Hakeem. Hakeem finds Pinto. Pinto has room to go. Look at the acceleration. It's brilliant from Luca Pinto, creating his real estate himself. Pinto to Morano onside. Morano, Pinto gets cracked. And he's hurt. Luca Pinto is very hurt right now. It might have been a shoulder, as Micah Joseph leaned into him after Pinto released the ball. And he's in lots of pain. I hope it's not a separation or a dislocated shoulder. That is not what, especially with the Humber Hawk season looming for in the OCAA. I think it's Pinto's shoulder. I think it's a dislocation. I dislocated my shoulder in November, and it's the same exact thing that I saw. And if it's your first, it's very painful. Very painful. Let's hope it's not that. I'm just guessing, obviously, from my vantage point. But Luca Pinto is in distress. In the 70th minute, Luca Pinto down for Woodbridge, and Jordan Hendricks has to warm up. I truly hope it is just a dislocated shoulder, but he's in lots of pain, is Pinto. Doesn't look good for the Woodbridge wingback. He is the captain. He's the catalyst of this team. I really hope it's nothing serious, as they're fighting for back-to-back trophies. They're fighting for the cup on August 19th, and it's a big piece to Woodbridge's puzzle, the Humber Hawk national champion. Between the contact and the way he landed, it didn't look great for Luca Pinto. Pinto was driving with the ball. He laid it off to Morano. As soon as he did that, a body check from Micah Joseph, and Pinto went crashing to the turf and landed awkwardly. Yeah, the way he landed. definitely coming out of the match for Jordan Hendricks. Micah Joseph easily could have left that. That's not dirty, but it's a bit uncalled for, unsportsmanlike from the number 6 of Unionville.
Woodbridge striker substitution in the 74th minute. Entering the match, number 23, Jordan Hendricks. Exiting the match, number 11, Luca Pinto.
I'm no doctor, but it looks like a dislocated shoulder for Pinto. Let's hope it got popped back in. And hopefully he could be good from there. But anyways, I'm just guessing. It's a live ball for Woodbridge. Right now, they cross it in quickly, trying to header it. Here's Spitzeri. Spitzeri puts it on goal. And stopped by Pereira. So we're back. There, about a 4 to 5 minute delay. Hakeem. Cotterell. Cotterell to Spitzeri. Spitzeri to Cotterell. Has Chiquilo going. Justin Chiquilo keeps it in for Woodbridge. Chiquilo driving. Chiquilo trying to center. Lost it. Try to find Santillan. And Zach Drake with the intervention. Santillan on the left, Hendricks now on the right. Hakeem gets up, finds Spitzeri. Now Morano couldn't connect with Chiquilo. Santillan trying to connect. Joseph goes long. Tariq back to Daniel Clark. Clark pushes away from his man and goes long, trying to find Cotterell. Headed away. Here's Nechiporuk now. Nechiporuk couldn't connect. Hendricks picks it up. Hendricks, Will Silson gives it away. That's loose. Drake on the near side. Santillan sliding to get that one cleared. Now Chiquilo Spitzeri gets his shorts pulled, and a yellow card to Zach Drake.
Yellow card issued in the 78th minute to Unionville Milliken SC number 2, Zach Drake.
So Drake with the caution. Here's Woodbridge now in Nechiporuk. Hakeem back to Tariq. Tariq to Clark. Woodbridge now are around almost hanged on territory here. Clark goes long. Trying to find Morano. That's headed back by Unionville, and now a chance for them to come the other way. Tariq looking for an intervention. Has Spitzeri. Spitzeri needs to move it. He did too much. And he wins the ball. It was the first foul they're calling. That's a makeup from the official because there was no first foul. If anything, it was the second, but he got the ball. Officials covering for that one. a free kick for Unionville. Looking to put it in. Looking for the delivery. It's headed across and out on the far side. Hendricks looking for it. Unionville trying to get it back in the area. Chung now looking on the delivery. Lays it off Osorio. Osorio doesn't put it in. Now back to Chung. They play 1-2. There's a chance here for Unionville. Centering. Shot comes across goal. Wilson with the clearance. And now Spitzeri long. Looks for Morano. Spitzeri looking for Chiquilo. Touched by Joseph backwards. That goes out into touch for a Woodbridge throw. Drake on the near side. Goes backwards. Long from Iowa. Long ball now. Clark misses it. A chance for Unionville to strike. And it's in. Colin Pate makes it 1-1. In the 81st minute, an error from Clark. He missed it, and Pate chipped it over him and then headed it in. Big goal for Unionville. An error from the strikers.
Unionville Milliken SC goal scored in the 81st minute by number 12, Colin Pate. Unionville substitution in the 82nd minute. Entering the match, number 17, Adam Belquas. Exit the match, number 10, Quinton Chung.
1-1 game. Scrosapi is loving this now. Can Woodbridge get one though again? Here is Morano. Morano falling down as he tries to make the play and he couldn't do it. That could have been a big chance for Woodbridge if he stayed on his feet. Hakeem. Wilson. A chance here for Unionville now. Woodbridge are caught out. Goes all the way across. Hendricks has to track. Can Unionville score again here? It's coming. And a big save from Clark, but it was a big defensive intervention from Daniel Tariq. I think he saved the goal there. Santillan off on the throw. That's not a good decision on the throw to Yvonne. Long ball. Played to Osorio. A cut from Osorio. A cut again. Tries to deliver at the edge of the area. Michael Joseph's by himself. Joseph! Shoots wide. Can Unionville put a bit of a damp on this Woodbridge top of the table here? The strikers need one. Once again. Tariq, an uncharacteristic miscue. Woodbridge are all over it right now. Hakeem tries to go out, finds Santillan. And Santillan gets fouled very smartly so there from Santillan on Belquas. Nechiporak. Foul called on Belquas. Tariq to Wilson. 84th minute. 6 plus any added. There's going to be a lot of added, probably 5 or 6. Here's Justin Chiquilo. Can he get acclimated here? Chiquilo driving. Chiquilo a chance. Chiquilo in the area. It's a penalty for Woodbridge. Brilliant from Justin Chiquilo. Chiquilo wins the penalty and a chance for Woodbridge to take the lead again. And it's going to be Anthony Morano who steps up to take it. Well earned from Justin Chiquilo. A big moment in Woodbridge title hopes. Morano from the penalty spot, courtesy of Justin Chiquilo driving on the right flank. Woodbridge penalty in the 85th minute for Anthony Morano. Looking to restore the lead. Morano scores! Mamma mia, Woodbridge are up 2.
Woodbridge striker's goal. His second of the match, scored in the 86th minute by number 10, Anthony Morano. Woodbridge striker substitution in the 87th minute, entering the match number 22, Tenzin Wilsall. Exiting the match number 19, Omari Cotterell.
It's Morano's world and we're just living in it. The leading scorer in the OPL1 men's division keeps on adding to his tally, but it's not just him. It's Santillan's assist. It's Chiquilo's winning a penalty. And Woodbridge, a collective unit, restores the 1-goal lead. They're up 2-1 in the 87th minute. An instant response. 4 minutes later, after the Unionville equalizer. Can the Milliken do it again, though, coming the other way? That goes out into touch for a Woodbridge goal kick. Fantastic from Chiquilo. A beautiful conversion from Morano. And the two Woodbridge veterans make it happen. Once again, late in the bridge. Scrosapi were happy for about 4 minutes. Until the Woodbridge natives said, not so fast. Instead, it was Chiquilo who was flying with some pace up the right flank. And Morano, you knew he was scoring, didn't you? 2 minutes to go plus added time, but I will say there could be 5 to 7 minutes due to the Pinto's injury. So lots of football still here at Quench Stadium. Time can't tick faster for Woodbridge, but it can slow down a bit for Unionville courtesy of Skrosapi. Delivery coming in. Headed away by Nechiporak. But Unionville will press, I can tell you that. Away from Jacob Spitzeri as he takes the captain armband for Woodbridge. Long ball. Wolsal the header. Clark has to keep it in. It's in his area off the head, and he will. Let's see how much added time there will be. 1 minute to go until that. Woodbridge might be making a late sub to add a defender. I don't hate it. Now you gotta literally try to sit back and hold on. You don't want to sit too far back, but you're at the 90th. Here's Ivan Nechipora. Gotta move the ball. Tries to find Spitzeri. Couldn't connect that time. Here's Unionville. Try to drive forward. Good intervention. And here's Wolsal going forward with it. Here comes Unionville looking for another equalizer. This would be heart-wrenching for Woodbridge if so. It's a combination, a chance. Hakeem is there. Clark has to come. And it's good work from Nabil Hakeem. It's brilliant from Nabil.
The fourth officials indicate that there'll be a minimum of 6 minutes of added time.
I mean, to be honest, the 6 minutes kind of does make sense. So 6 minutes minimum. We might have more because of Morano's down.
Woodbridge striker substitution in the 91st minute. Entering the match, number 2, Luca Madden. Entering the match, number 10, Anthony Morano.
Well, it's hang-on territory now for Woodbridge. Morano done for the night. Madden, a youngster defender in. The 18-year-old makes another appearance for Woodbridge. Ball goes long from the goalkeeper, Pereira. Woodbridge must win that forward. Nechiporak does. Here's Micah Joseph now. Joseph, through ball there. Tariq needs an intervention. Woodbridge get it. Wilson goes long and clears to halfway. Unionville looking forward here. Long ball. Tariq an intervention. Headers it. Comes to around the midway. Here's Joseph forward. And cleared away by Santillan. Woodbridge need to hang on to this one. Right now they're 4 points clear of first place with 2 matches remaining. That is where you want to be. That is where you need to be. Can Woodbridge do it? We are into the 93rd minute. Nechiporak finds Santillan. He's just got to go to the corner. Santillan speed. Has to go. Try to take as much time off as he can. Santillan thought he won the throw-in. Referee says no. Quickly taken by Unionville. The Milliken get out of the corner. And up they come. Spitzeri trying to get that one. Couldn't, and here come Unionville the other way. That's a good intervention by Spitzeri. Spitzeri, Maradona play. Wins it. Chance for Woodbridge on the counterattack. 3v3. Spitzeri is just trying to tick time off the clock here. Spitzeri, look at him work in the corner. Pushed off the ball. Now Woodbridge trying to get it back. That'll work for them. Unionville get it out. Woodbridge can't let them come out. That's great from Luka Madden. Nechiporuk. Tries to find the pass. Couldn't. Intervention by Keegan Wilson. Good pass to Spitzeri. Spitzeri tries to center. Couldn't get it to a man. But here's Nechiporuk now. To Wilson. Wilson across the Santillan. It's brilliant from Woodbridge there. Here's Santillan. Tick-tock on the clock for the Strikers. We're approaching the 95th minute. Woodbridge have one, maybe two to go. Tariq, great ball to Santillan. But it's just out of play. Not so great there. Thought it was a good one, but Santillan just couldn't reach it. Good idea from Tariq. Woodbridge have to keep the ball in this end. Look at Akeem. He does great. Nechiporuk tries to win it. Unionville, can they get out? Oh, they just about do so. But Woodbridge need to get it here. Even if you foul, get it there. And they do. The ball's rolling, and that works great for Woodbridge. Ticking more precious seconds off the clock for their title hopes. "20 seconds to go until the 96th minute. Maybe one more because of the Moreno injury. Ball is going long right towards the edge of the penalty area. Woodbridge must clear immediately. They need to stay organized. Clark has to be active as well. It's a long ball in the air. Woodbridge got to deal with it. Wilson gets up and clears, but not so far. As Drake gets it, here's Chiquilo. Chiquilo off a man. Spitzeri clears. 96 minutes now. Maybe a final gasp. Santillan has to header it. Can't get it cleared. Now does a little bit. And on to Pate. Pate has it. Pate's got room. Can he create? And a foul on Woodbridge. This is a big chance for Unionville. Maybe the final chance of the game. The goalkeeper's going to go as well. Add an extra man in. Can Unionville stun the Strikers, or can Woodbridge hang on for dear life in hopes of a back-to-back possible title? It has to be magical from Unionville. It's going to be a shot. It's not going to be a cross. Can Clark deal with it? Can the wall come big, or will it go over the byline and out of play? 97 minutes in. 7th minute of added time now. Last possible chance for Unionville. A big moment in 2026 campaign. A chance here. Shot comes. Scores. Oh my goodness gracious. 97-20. And Woodbridge are stunned. Silence at Quench Stadium. This is incredible. What a moment for Unionville. Nothing to play for, and they damper the mood in Woodbridge. Scrosapi is cheering loud right now. The door is cracked a little bit open in the top of the table. Now Woodbridge really need Vaughn to win or draw against Scrosapi on Tuesday night. If Scrosapi win, they would go to first. Last chance maybe for Woodbridge. Daniel Clark is going to go long. Wilson flick on header, cleared. Madden headers it. Here's Nechiporuk. Nechiporuk to Hakeem. Hakeem. Oh my goodness, he's got to move the ball. Here's Tenzin Wosal. Wosal now. Sal tries to go long, can't get it in. Hakeem has to win it. Hakeem goes back to Clark. Clark goes long. Nechiporak looks for the flick on header. He finds one. Unionville look to clear. And they will get it. And this game is over. Not the result Woodbridge wanted, and the season is still in the balance.